Hello class, in this video I'm going to show you how to find the D bar and S sub D when we test the claim regarding two dependent samples. So firstly, we need to understand what is D bar and SD represent those two notations. We are given two samples and the requirements are met because temperature follows normal distribution. Temperature is normally distributed. So even the sample size is small is okay. So the first sample, we have 97.8 and so on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values. Same with the second sample. And what is D bar? D here represents difference. And if we use 97.8 to minus 98.3, we get a D sub 1. So that's the first difference. And if we use 99.1 to minus 99.7, we get a D sub 2. Similarly, we get a D sub 3, D sub 4, D sub 5, and D bar here. D bar is the average of D1, D2, D3, D4, D5. So that's the meaning. And S sub D is the standard deviation of those 5 values. Calculating is doable when the sample size is small. When the sample size is a little bit bigger, let me show you how to use TID4 calculator to get it done. We go to stat, edit. I have already have list 1 and list 2 ready. List 1, we have the first sample. Remember the 5 values, 97.8 and so on until 97.9. And second list, we have the second sample. So we want to have the difference between each paired data values in the two samples, right? So I'm going to show you how to find the sample D, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5 using TID4 calculator. Firstly, we need to move the black bar to L3. Make sure L3 is highlighted. And then when L3 is highlighted, we're going to enter second 1 minus, oops, I messed up, sorry. We're going to enter second 1 minus second 2. Look at it right here. It shows L3 is L1 minus L2. Okay, then we will have the differences of those paired values in the two samples. This is D1, D2, D3, D4, D5. D bar is the sample mean of those 5 values. S sub D is the sample standard deviation of this sample. So basically, once we have L3 found, we do not need L1 and L2 anymore. And then the test the same thing. Even we do have 2 samples, since they are dependent samples, the test we're actually using is the simple t-test. Okay, so now we go to stat, calc, 1 variable stats, and we enter L3 because D1, D2, D3, D4, D5 are in L3. Remember, we are done with L1, L2 once we have the difference of the 2 lists, right? And the frequency, we do not have a frequency list, and we calculate. And this will tell you the mean and the standard deviation. The mean negative 0.3 is the D bar. Use different notation. S sub D is the sample standard deviation, 0.406 and so on. All right, guys. So let me double check the sample standard deviation is 0.41 or 2 decimal places. Yeah, if we run the 2 decimal places, it is 0.41.